What's going on, YouTube? Thank you for tuning in to another episode of Welcome to Texas Podcast. Today, we're gonna be uh we're gonna be showing how these characters been maneuvering, harassing people, doxing. It's gonna show a picture. It's gonna paint a picture. It's gonna paint a picture of how these characters are just reaching out to anybody, any random folks. I guess looking to steer up stuff or create content. But I received an email from because to begin with, I really don't be paying attention to what they be saying over there. And that's the honest truth. I've stopped watching their shows or their content about I say about a month or two. It's been a minute since I watched anything they have to say. So it's not like I'm in tuned into what I every now and then I've been seeing messages about Bobby Burke and Bobby Burke. I'm like, I've never heard that name. How's everybody? How you doing, V? How you doing, Luke? What's going on, Blue Blanco? Buenas noches, man. How you doing, Riverside? What's going on, David Yates? Yeah, it's gonna show these guys harassing, doxing, reaching out, fishing. Like I said, I don't be paying too much, but I do be reading the comments just in case anybody tries to dox or any kind of stuff like that. I can ban them. So during those messages, I be seeing that name Bobby Burke popping up, but I don't pay no mind. So I be checking my emails periodically. I don't check it too much. So, but this today I checked it, and there was an email from Ashley Burke. But I mean, I didn't pay too much attention to it, so I opened it up, and she says she's the daughter of Bobby Burke. How you doing, Kente Green? And I'm like, well, I'm kind of surprised because I've never really heard who Bobby Burke was. So she's like, yeah, Bobby Burke's my father. I've been seeing these videos, and not only that, but I've been contacted by I don't know how many people she's been contacted and harassed, questioning her about Bobby Burke. And she said she wanted to join the next life that I was gonna do. So here in a little bit, I'm gonna send the link out there, and hopefully she can join. And I don't know if Youngblood wanted to join the panel. Let me see. Give me a minute, y'all. Because on my part, I've never reached out to anybody other than Hips. Anybody that was in the documentary, I was trying to get a hold of. I've never tried to get a hold of anybody's relatives, or even concerned of where they lived at. I mean, because it was that was irrelevant. But as you can see, these characters are just calling any kind of random people up and making these false accusations that Bobby Burke was doing this, Bobby Burke was doing that. But we already know that network. It's a reason why we call it the Charlotte's Web. They like to spin their own narrative. I've yet to seen a real fact narrative. Everything has been comical and false, almost like a fairy tale. So you can't really take those characters word for any kind of meaning, any kind of, value. But I was surprised that Ashley Burke contacted me. So I'm like, all that makes sense. These guys have been doxing from the beginning, trying to reach people's relatives, harassing them. I don't know for what. I honestly don't know why they're looking for people that are irrelevant to the documentary. They should be looking for William Burnett, people that are, even Lucas Bradley, they should be looking for him. But why are they looking for I've never heard of Bobby Burke other than the messages that every now and then they pop up. So I've never really paid it no mind until I get this email and it paints a bigger picture. If y'all are out here just calling up random people, slandering, defamation of their character, these people have loved ones. It's the same thing all over and over with the same thing that they were doing with Mendenhall. It's yeah, and Matthew Thomas, characters like that, those guys are substance, and they were part of the documentary. They would make sense finding those and reaching out to them. Boss Hog Channel. I mean, always. I mean, it's wild, you know what I mean? It just paints a picture that these guys are always out there reaching out, fishing for people that are irrelevant to the documentary. No, I think Thomas is the one that was broken. What's up, young blood? Hold on, y'all. I'm gonna let me see. I gotta go in my emails and send her the email through the email. Send her the link through email. I mean, cause I don't even know her number. So hopefully she can click, log on, and yeah, man. Cause I mean, I've never heard of Bobby Burke other than the comments. I mean, what I know a lot of y'all be going back and forth. What did they be saying, Bobby Burke? What did they be saying about Bobby Burke? Because honestly, I haven't really, and I would try to do a reaction, but him and Dante are on the same team, and they're just looking for any kind of reason to copy strike. But I might play the audio. I don't know. Oh yeah, man. I don't have no communication with that guy. Oh, you want to? Let me see. I don't know. I don't know. I'm gonna ask Ashley if she's interested in watching that documentary and the character that they're calling. And I don't know what they're doing. I don't know what their end game is. Like I don't see. That's cowardly. That's like picking on the bystanders or innocent. Mumbai Ali. Man, see that stuff's even comical, man. Cause I'm gonna go find. Look, I'm gonna see if Hips will get on it. Let me see if I can get Hips. Cause what Hips told me was that Ronnie Ronnie Boo Moore worked in the laundromat. I mean, the only people that are there, let me see if I can get old Hips. Oh, so I think that's who they got it confused. See, Mark, come on, guys. We already know how Mark is. Mark likes telling half of the story. Mark's always watching but never participating. Mark's always just watching, but he ain't never participating. He's always watching somebody get uh penetrating, but he ain't doing it. First, he said he's seen Hips without force, and now he's seeing Hips in the so-called Bobby. But he's always just watching, never participating. It's like you're always at the crime scene, but you ain't doing the crime. You're always at the scene. Every time we pull up at the crime scene, man, you're at the crime scene. You're always there, but you're not the one doing the crime. It makes no sense. Yeah, you can tell. You can tell. You can tell Mark's a follower, man. When if he looks up, I mean, right now I'm gonna put the video up, and you can see where he looks up to JG. JG's like, yeah, Mark wanted to do everything I wanted to do. We shared everything. We shared our troubles. We shared our boys. You know, he looked up to me. I mean, it's wild. You see, God told you, everybody's just watching. Everybody, he's always just watching somebody do something. He's watching. It's always him just watching, never participating. Let me put the DVD for while we wait. Excuse me. No, I want no punk and shit.
This shit wasn't based on sex. Me fucking him in his ass. It was more than that. You know what I'm saying? I cared deeply about him. I woke up. First thing I wanted to see was him. Before I went to bed at night, the last thing I wanted to see was him. I was in love with him.
The game is in the penitentiary a set of rules dealing with homosexual activity. You got what you call boys and sissies. Then you got your man. Uh, So, you know, I was looked at to be turned out, you know, what they call fresh meat. I ended up going to down to a room to smoke a joint. We was on the chain gang, 16 dorm at that time. And we ended up doing some other things. And that's what brought me in. Once you start something in here, you don't change it. They don't too easily let you do that. Once you're one way, you're always that way.
Create in me a clean heart, oh God, and renew the right spirit in me.
Alabama spends the lowest amount of money feeding inmates than any other state in the Southeast. Mississippi, Florida, Tennessee, Georgia. They spend 73 cents to feed people here. Now, 73 cents, you're not going to get a good, nutritious meal out of 73 cents. I don't care where you stay at. This is a world within a world. You got everything under the sun here. You got homosexuality, run rampant. You've got gambling. You've got gangs. You got everything. You know.
Josephine.
JG, that's my righteous dog. It's like he's like the older brother that I never had. I got unconditional love for him, not just because we both bloods, but because he's always been real to me. You know, we've had our ups and downs and differences and problems, but we love one another. Seriously.
We was real close. Like I said, we was close. We just talk. We share our problems. You know what I'm saying? We used to share boys and mainly he looked.
I mean, you heard it right there. JG said Mark Maney looked up to me. We shared problems. We shared boys. No protection. 20 years of sharing. I think that's worse than sharing a tattoo needle. That's wild. See, at this point, it doesn't matter who's who. It's not going to take away that Mark is a serial rapist. That doesn't take anything away. Mark is what he is.
Up to me, you know what I'm saying? To me, I was like his role model, the person he wanted to be like, you know what I'm saying? Everything that I done, he wanted to do, like my little brother.
Yeah, so it is Easterling. It is that's what it's called, right?
People don't have any money. And, you know, there's no way to make money. This is how the game works.
What's going on, young blood?
Ain't that, man? What's happening with you?
Man, just in here having a good time, man. See what's going on.
I heard that.
Watching a little bit of this documentary, man. See what they got going on right here.
Okay, then. That's what's happening.
I ain't got no means of money. I got a box full of candy back there. Cookies, zuzus, and wham whams is what they call it. I'm gonna loan it to another inmate. I'll let you get a pack of cookies for 2 packs back next week. If a man borrows too much stuff, it gets.
You see that part right there, young blood? You see the guy
Yeah.
in the back just standing back, just ear hustling.
Yeah,
I'm
man.
I'm is
Play it again. Play it again.
or he's just back there just watching, because back here.
Yeah.
The hustling part is because people don't have any money. And, you know, there's no way to make money. This is how the game works. I ain't got no means of money. I got a box full of candy back there. Cookies, zuzus, and wham whams is what they call it.
You see this older gentleman
Yeah.
back here,
Yeah. He ear hustling. Ear hustling.
and look, once Honey B says, he says fight.
That's honey bun.
Honey Bun. Once Honey Bun says the word fight, he looks at his partner like saying, "Oh man, this guy's talking, man." He said he's getting beat up.
Yeah.
Man, I'll let you get a
just check out his body language. The guy in the back.
Yeah.
for 2 packs back next week. If a man bars too much stuff, it gets too far in debt. Either you fight
Look at his
for it
head tilted.
and let him know I'm not gonna pay you, so me and you just gonna have to whoop each other's ass and we're gonna go to
That shit wild, ain't it?
It's like, he's like, man, we're gonna let you get on camera, but we're gonna have to hear what you said. You're gonna go out there and say.
lockup, and we're gonna go back here and fuck just ever how you want to do it. That's the way it works. He might have borrowed 10 suits and ended up fucking out his ass the rest of his life while he's here on account of 10 suits. Got him that way because 10 suits, if you can't pay it this week, it's gonna cost you 20 suits next week, and the week after that it's gonna be 40 suits. So sooner or later the man's gonna step to you and tell you, hey, I'm tired of your shit. Wait, think about it.
On Bob no soup.
Yeah.
I basically met Lamar Moore in 1996 or 97, one at Staten, and we were business partners. Okay, when I left and he left, we met up again here at Limestone in 2000. Okay, and it was the same scenario.
Hips went to the street and come back to prison. When he got to the camp, he owed out like $300-400 worth of shit. When he first got there, from before when he was in prison.
Mark had a boy, David Mendenhall.
I met Mark on the chain gang. I would say it was 98.
Mindy, he was my baby. He came to me. Mindy came to me and requested to be with me. You know what I'm saying? Which was rather strange because it's like the first guy that ever pulled up on me and said, "Hey man, can I be with you?" You know, so it was rather shocking.
Here at Limestone, you don't have the guys waiting at the back gate on you. And about the only way you can get turned out is you fall for the game.
I turned Adi out. Adi was fresh in prison. Had been chased by half of the camp. You know, he ran from them, and I don't know. He just basically he said he wanted someone to be real with him, someone to give him attention and affection, and he seen how I treated Mindy and my other boys, and he just wanted to get in, so he did.
They started, giving me things, things I like, anything I wanted I could get.
Well, I had never been through it before. I had never turned a boy out or had a boy or anything. And that wasn't my objective. I was just supposed to pull him away from the other people he was kicking it with and to kick it with us.
When my folks quit looking out for me, I felt betrayed. I was at my lowest self-esteem, so I had to find a way to pick me back up and make me happy, make the best out of a bad situation. Mark and Mendenhall, they did that.
Where you from, man? I get out tomorrow, right? Tomorrow? Yeah. All right. Okay.
David Mendenhall, he worked on radios. He'd fix my radio and everything. We got to talking, eating together, drinking together. We'd do a little drugs together.
I spent some time with him as far as kicking it. We might play cards together. All of us would. We'd get together and do it.
I run tattoos, run a store, and hustled. All right. So me and Mark started running a store again together, hustling, trying to make more money and more money and more money and more money. And before you know it, I ended up with 2 boys, and he ended up with 2 boys, and we called it a family.
Right. And that's the way we looked at it. We had a family.
I don't like this no more than you do, right? But
For me, my boys get my boys.
don't you know it?
We build from the beginning, the bond of trust. I would let them go out and walk around by themselves, but I knew other guys wanted to be with them. And I know they would give them things, for free because they was trying to pull them away from me. So it benefited me, in that aspect because, I could let them go out
Yeah.
and hang out or go and laugh with someone, flirt a little bit, and come back with some food or come back with some cigarettes or come back with some coffee. And so it usually starts with one of my boys. I see a boy, tell him, hey, I want we need to spend some time or whatever. And they wind up in a relationship.
The motive of the game is to have. It's not all the same. If they know, say in my case, I'm a young dude. I look good. Everybody wants me in the camp. They know if they could get me, and they could invest a little bit. The way the game goes, I owe them then. It happens all the time. They could pimp me out, and make, triple, make more money like that than what they've invested. That's how the game goes in here.
In the comments, I guess we got what you would call a booty bandit avenger. He's trying to avenge JG's honor and Mark's honor. But we all know who that third person is. We already know who that third person is in the comments. He's trying to portray himself like a third person booty bandit avenger, saying that he's tired of me playing the documentary 24/7 and talking about JG. But in reality, I've never even talked about JG. That man's rest in peace, man. Let that man live. Why are you using that man as a pawn?
let it ferment for a couple of days, then let it sit up. I'm gonna be so close to some Jim Beam whiskey until I might make Jim Beam sue me.
Julep is more or less a prison world whiskey. And make it out of yeast, orange juices, and rice. It'll get you drunk, pretty much like free world alcohol. Like I said, we got to drinking that night, and both of us was pretty tipsy. We were just laying on the bed back there. He was at one end of the bed, and I was at the other end of the bed. And he just started rubbing on my leg. So
In the first documentary, I thought it was him and Mark, but it's actually Mendenhall and Eddie. They're the ones that are on the bunk laying and rubbing on each other's legs.
Oh, so that's it.
Yeah. It was Eddie and Mendenhall. Mendenhall's the one that broke him.
Okay. Mendenhall broke him, and Mark just went on up behind him.
Yeah, Mark. That's the saying of my boys get my boys for me. He learned from JG.
Damn.
Hey, yo, young blood.
What up, God Soldier?
What's up, y'all, man? Hey, man, yeah, I do pick on both, man. Dude, young blood. They say that Mark has 2 stories where one time he walked in the laundry room where you and Honey Bun, because you're Bobby Burke now, remember? So he walked in on you, and well, they call you Uncle Phil, like you're fucking Fresh Prince's uncle. You know what I mean? That's who you are, buddy. You're Uncle Phil,
In
man.
the playground where I have most of my
Yeah,
days.
right. Yeah. And dude, man, yeah, man, Mark fucking walked in the laundry room, in on you and Honey Bun banging. And then like
Damn.
yesterday or today, he told a new story. Let me tell you this, and then you respond, please. But he walked in, and you and Hips in a cell. That you guys had the cardboard up in the window, you know, but you didn't have nobody looking out, so he thought it was cool. I guess you know what I mean. And you was in there banging Hips, and that you was trying to get Hips from underneath him. Dude, I was in the comments like, if he's underneath you, then that means you was banging Hips, right? You know what I mean? Just all that dumb shit. You already know, you know what I mean?
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
They keep on saying I'm this dude. They keep on saying I'm this dude, Bobby Burke. I'm like, what? Man, what is? Hey, man, they on some wild shit over there, man.
They are.
I think it's Muma Ali. Hey, man, some dude in the comments, Muma Ali said that Mark got his story from the documentary from you.
He got a documentary from who?
Mark Muma Ali said that Mark stole the story from you when he told that documentary.
Man,
That's
I'm gonna tell you
hilarious.
something, God. So, man, I wish I wish they would have interviewed me up there, man. I'd be making some money, man. Because look how they exploit Mark, man. They exploit him to the fullest. They got it, man. Especially on I'm gonna say June 10th. That's what I would call him. The guy that supposed to been swallowed years ago. Okay. But anyway, this guy here, he put him on the screen with all kind of different animated stories, just exploring him so bad. Hopefully Mark catch on to it, man. Cause man, they using him like that mean they is straight out using that dude.
Exactly, young blood. And the thing about it is like, they can do like when they do their little animated like with me in there, it doesn't bother me. It's just like, okay, man, it's like do your content.
No, I know it. But hey, but check this out. They had one of them, man. Mark was standing behind this guy, and they had his like his cleavage out, and he had both his arms in, and then his left arm, they had a big old one of them Italian cigars. Man, I laughed my ass off on that one, man. I'm like, man, that dude is good, man. I love
Yeah,
that shit.
that was me, man. I'm like, man, these guys, they're spending they're spending a monthly software to be able to do
Yeah,
this. I'm like,
and then they had Uncle Phil on there too. They had Uncle Phil. I guess that's that dude named Bobby Burke. Man, he had tattoos all on him. Man, I'm like, wow, man, this dude, man, he got to come on, man. We got to find this dude, man, ASAP.
They already found him, man. They already found him at you, young blood. Don't you know? I mean, come on, dude. Game's over, man. Game's over. They win. They already talked to your daughter, man. I mean, fuck.
But check
you guys are done.
Hey, throwing it.
Yeah.
Youngblood, hey, if Youngblood needs to go ahead and throw in the towel, then give me the white towel so I can throw it in, man. I'm out.
I don't have a white towel. I got colored different ones.
I need to go get me a white towel, throw something in, a blue towel, a red one, or do something. Anyway, let's throw a motherfucking towel in.
Okay, God. So let me ask you a question.
Yeah, dog.
Okay. Does it take away from the fact that Mark said all that in that documentary, the edited and unedited version, it still paints Mark as a serial rapist, regardless of anybody else's opinion, insights? That documentary should be sufficient for everybody that's sound of mind and has their they can think for themselves and dissect it and realize that that documentary was accurate and 100% Mark.
Yeah, man, absolutely, dude. I
So
believe Mark was guilty from the day when I saw that documentary, man.
okay, and then let me tell you another question, God Soldier. So what is the difference of Betty the cook, of the fake Mendenhall? All these people were created to support that Mark wasn't doing that, right? They were trying to
Exactly. Yeah.
they were
Yeah.
they were, they were trying to play off your deceit. They were trying to deceive you and
Yeah. Yeah.
everybody in the audience. They weren't
Mm-hmm.
coming with no facts. They weren't
Right.
coming, none of them people had ever been incarcerated at a limestone.
Yeah, dude. If you in the comments, man, I always be telling you guys, man, that I dislike Dante more than I dislike Mark. Now, now in person to person, I'd rather be around Dante than Mark because Mark's a sex offender. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
Yeah, you better.
but but as
You
far as like
better.
watching it on YouTube, you know what I mean? And I mean, I don't really care if all right, look, if Mark's guilty, which we all believe he is, if Dante ripped him off and fucking got him, so what? You know what I mean? That's just another punishment from the Lord from him. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
But at the same
Somebody,
time, man, Dante shouldn't have been being all gangster to people like us who's like, no, man, this guy did this shit. Instead, Dante
hey,
tried
you
to
know
throw
what?
out the real ones to the side, like, nah, you guys ain't real. You guys ain't true to the game. Mark's innocent. Mark's black, so he's automatically got a free pass. Not to take
No,
it there,
hell
but
no.
that's the way he's acted. That's what he did.
Hell,
You
God
know?
soldier, I'm black, man.
I know you are, dude. I know, dude. That's why I didn't really want to say it. But that's
But
what I
you know
like
what,
about
God
you,
soldier?
man.
Hey, but
That's
God
what I like
soldier,
about you,
I'm gonna tell
man.
you what,
Yeah.
man. God soldier, man, I'm finna be a Chinese or something, man, because the way these dudes perpetrate with Alabama prison system, hell no. Don't y'all call me black. I'm gonna be a Chinese now. So just say young blood to Chinese. Goddamn.
Hey man, I hope, hey man,
Fuck
I swear to
that.
God, man, I didn't mean no disrespect by saying any of that, but that's the way Dante
No.
has been acting.
Hey,
You know what I mean?
God soldier,
Who cares
God
what the
soldier.
black man does
All
to a
jokes
white
aside,
man? All this bullshit. You know what I mean?
God soldier. What you
Yes, sir.
saying? All jokes aside, man. All jokes aside, I understand you, bro. Because this is the type shit that when you speak out on it, man, people get mad, especially if you from that same race. You know, people quick to throw the race card in. They'll say, and I hate that, man, but it's the truth. I've been speaking about the crime. They have this little thing called Black Lives Matter. Okay, so you look at Al Sharpton and these Benjamin Crump and these type guys. Black lives only matter is when a white person, somebody from another ethnic group, kills a black guy. But when you look at Detroit, Michigan, Flint, Michigan, where Dante is from, all these black on black crimes, nobody speaks about that unless it's from another ethnic group. So I'm saying, like, do black lives really matter for
All right.
real? I mean, I
I'll
feel
tell
you,
you, hey
man.
man.
Hey, man.
In a nutshell, man. I love rap music, but what's rap music? I mean, that's who I idolize. You know what I mean? But
Man,
what
I
are they?
grew
What
up.
are they?
I
What are
grew
they
up.
saying, man? It's black people killing black people in all their songs, and that's who we all idolize. And what are you going to do? You're trying to live up to these people. This is what makes you a man.
Hey,
This is what
man.
makes you know what I'm saying. People, you
Yes,
know,
yes, it's all the time, and I like all type of music. When I grew up, I grew up on shit like Def Leppard, Quiet Riot.
right?
This was my type of music, and I still listen to it today. Now I
That's
don't. Now
still
I'm not
gangster if you
saying that.
listen to what they say. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
and it
It's
is,
still
and I'm not
gangster,
saying. Yeah, and I'm not saying nothing against, rap music or none of that, but I'm more, I got nephews, man, listen to rap music. I don't even know what the hell they saying, but I like the beat. But the thing
right?
about it, man, most of these guys that's off into the rap music just look the end game. This what I'm saying. So this why Man, I was actually listening to Dante's show, but when he actually made that statement, man, I don't even go on this show, man, because I'm not with it. And it's the same way if it was vice versa. You know, if a white guy would have came on and said, "Who gives a damn what a white guy does to a black guy in prison?" I won't watch
Yeah.
that show because two wrongs don't make it right. I mean, it's just the bottom
Right.
line. You know, whatever group you
Right.
in, Hispanic or Chinese, we all human beings, and that was a statement, man, that was degrading to the black man. It was degrading to the white. It was degrading to the human race for anyone to put another race above another like that. That's when it's called racism.
Yeah, it shouldn't even be about race, man, because we're all just humans, man. We're all trying to pay our bills. Yeah, is there a lot of people rich? Is there a lot of people maybe holding us back? Maybe, but our fight is just to try to get better than where we're at. You know what I mean? And that's what all of us face. You know what I'm saying? No matter what
Exactly,
color you are, you know,
and that's the
Eh,
bottom line, man.
we're
I'm
all
not
just
gonna
living,
stop
man,
doing what
trying to
I'm
make
doing.
it.
Hey, like I'm saying, hey, I go to speak out, man, against the guys in the county jail, and these guys, they is predominantly white. And I just tell them just like it is. You keep on doing the same stupid shit, this where you're gonna be at. Watch this
Yeah,
documentary.
yeah.
These are the type of people you're gonna meet. These are the type of people that's gonna turn a blind eye when your ass go to prison. So stay out of prison. And the same way with young black guys. If you go in here, you're gonna meet these type of dudes, man, that proclaim they this to get up under you and they want to turn you out, man. This is what they do, man. It's a sick environment. And
That is
majority of the
sick.
people that goes to prison, you only have a small majority of psychopaths in the world. Everybody else is like a sociopath, meaning that a psychopath is born with this shit. They just
Hey,
gonna
young
be they
blood.
just gonna be who they are. But a sociopath is the one that pick up this type stuff. That's why Lamar Moore, hey man, he don't even need no chickens.
Hey, yo. Hey,
You know,
yo.
this motherfucker might screw the chickens. And June 5th, but on me say June 5th. I call it June 10th. Man, listen, this dude is shot out. He was on the podcast riding with his younger son in the car with the kid was crying and he going off. He just breaking all the way down. Blank, 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 blank. That's going off. I'm like, this guy really needs some type of psychological help.
Yeah, he
Look
does.
at him.
Yeah, he's
He
still all
needs
pissed
some,
off
man.
about it, man. Yeah.
That's
He
bad,
pissed off. I made a comment on him one day, man, about this has been, man, way back, and I probably should have said it, and I want to apologize to the dude, man. If I June 10th, if I said your mother should have swallowed you or flushed you down the toilet, I apologize for that.
Sorry.
But now, if it was me, I would still flush your ass down the toilet and get rid of you because you're supporting the booty monster, and it is what it is.
exactly, exactly. And see,
I'm not gonna
I'm
take
yelling
it
for
back.
my dog. I'm yelling for my dog. Come on, baby.
you see this.
Sorry, guys.
Now you cool. You see this young blood. They're
Yeah,
when I realized how Dante works, he fishes off anything that gets thrown out there, and he tries to build off of that. So this 16 dorm is basically where Mendenhall talks about that where he met 16 dorm and so and so. Nobody has
yeah.
said nowhere in that documentary has anybody said about Shower Sharks unit. Who knows that 16 unit is specifically for shark showers? Who knows that type of shit other than the
And
people?
I know, and I know about 16 dorm because see, 16 dorm is like a big open dorm. It's an open dormitory where the showers are open. I did time at Limestone, and when you come into the general population, you had single showers. So this what it is, man. 85 to 90% of the guys is on that bull, and it's sad, man. This why
Uh,
these guys not coming out speaking out on it.
yeah, that's the
This is why Lamar Moore say, I don't have any friends come out. Man, ain't nobody gonna come and put themselves on the scene and say that they even know you and gonna back you up. if they come on, they gonna have to tell the people who you are and what you done. You said it yourself. Bottom line.
Yeah, you know, young blood. You know, down here in Texas, at some of the transfer facilities, like when you're gonna get transferred to your unit, you know,
Uh huh.
the showers are in the middle. They're literally in the middle of the day room, right? And not
Yeah.
literally are the showers and the shitters there, right? But also
Yeah.
the benches to the TVs also get a good view of the
Yeah.
showers. So the people that are
Yeah.
Peter gazing, they just go over there and act like they're watching TV. But in reality, they're just watching the man take a shower.
That's what they do. That's what
But
they
it's
do.
but it's
That's
just the
what they
way
do.
it's built.
Hey, young
Yes.
blood,
Yeah. Yeah.
young blood. Like
Go ahead.
I I was watching June's live earlier while I was at work,
Oh,
and he did say something that I kind of agreed with a little bit. Like
okay.
Warden Wise, for example. Nope. And I'm not
Uh-huh.
hating on Warden Wise, you know what I mean? He tried to do his best job best he could, you know what I mean? But
Okay.
at the same time, why people are being violated is the warden's responsibility and the CEO's responsibility to kind of like protect the inmates. And then
Yes.
number two is why do the inmates allow other inmates to live with them that violate other men? You know what I mean? So if you had those two concepts going down, all those people would have to live in the sex offender block. You know what I mean? They wouldn't be allowed in
Yeah.
general population because they're. Bottom line is, if you stick it in another man, you probably would stick it in a chicken. You know what I mean? Like you said earlier, it's Mark banging his
You
chickens.
damn right you will.
We don't
Yes.
know. You know what I mean? We don't know. But if
Yes.
you stick it in
Yes.
a man's butt, what's stopping you from putting it in anything?
Yep.
That's
Yes.
nasty.
Yes. I
You
mean,
know what I'm saying?
if you go that low to stick your private part into a sewage area, and I'm not speaking bad about the human race, but our anatomy is made up that our anal part is a sewage area. This is where all the toxins come out. It's not made for anything to go in. It to extract. So when they
Mhm.
going in, hey man, you know the diseases that you'll catch, man. All it. I mean, come on, man. And the thing about the inmates, now you have certain groups. This is why you have certain groups that stick with each other. You have certain groups. Hey man, you know, don't go over here and fooling with this group because this is what they do. A straight man is not going to run with a man that's it's a known sex offender to hang out with boys. That's not going to happen because I agree with one thing Dante did say: birds of a feather flocks together, and that's the truth.
Yep.
Yeah.
If you hang with that bird so long, you're gonna be flying just like that bird. You're gonna be quacking like that bird. You're gonna be chirping just like that bird. You're gonna become
Mhm.
that bird. Bottom line.
All right.
And
I
most
think
black people, I'm gonna tell you, man, most of us, we don't like to say, hey man, the truth, what's really going on with our community. Oh, it's okay. Like that shit's normal to go out here. Oh, well, he just killed another black. It's normal. But you let a white man come over here and kill another black. They'll tear the whole damn city down. It's proven fact. This is what they'll do.
All right.
You know,
Well, I mean,
this is what they'll do. If
I
you
don't
don't
get in the
have
middle
something.
of that really, but I understand. Yeah.
But it's true, and see, and
Right. Yeah, I
I
know.
understand why other people another ethnic race won't get involved in it, because it don't make them look bad, but they catch all the flack. They catch all the flack. And that's not right, man. I'm,
Mhm.
I'm for what's
Right.
right, man. I'm gonna be honest with you. I have whites in my family. My grandfather, he was white. You know. And back then, when grandmother and grandfather married, it was illegal in Alabama. They had to go to Georgia to get married. So you
Hey,
mean to tell me that you saying that my grandfather was a devil or he was
hey,
evil?
young
Oh
blood,
hell no!
young blood. It's not
you
that.
know,
It's not. Hey, young blood. It's not that I don't want to get in it. Like
I have one of my favorite rappers named Pooh Man. He made a song talking about what you're saying. Like
Yeah,
why does Black Lives Matter, but except for when it's around us, it don't matter or something like that. You know what I mean? But
exactly.
anyhow, like I was saying, like the black on black versus white on black. Like I got a few black friends. You know what I mean? We talked about that kind of stuff. But when it comes to like the black people and the police, disproportionately, yeah, man, probably. But at the same time, that's how everybody growed up. We're all at the generation where we all grow up where all the black people are like, look, they all look like these rappers now. So everybody's
Hey,
dangerous. You know what I mean? I
hey,
mean, I don't
yeah,
know.
man.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying from, you
Hey,
know,
hey, man, hey, where I live at, man, hey, you got the white guys, the Hispanic guys, the black
right.
guys, all of them dressing alike. They all got
Exactly.
their
I do
hands
too,
below
man. I do
their ass.
too.
They all toting 357s or some Tommy guns, and they all the same.
Yeah.
They even
I'm
talking
no,
funny.
yeah.
These motherfuckers will fuck you up, man. I mean,
I'm not young like that no more, so I ain't fucking nobody up, but I'm still all hip hop,
no,
baby.
man.
You know what I mean?
I'm too old for that. Yes, sir. But
Yeah.
we always young, and that's why we trying to put the message out to the people. They always say, "Oh, they're saying, how can you save the youth? Save the youth by showing this documentary about what's going on, because this is some scared straight stuff right here, buddy.
Yeah. We just gotta try to tell them to think
I wish
before
I
you
was.
act, man, and is it worth it? You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Yeah, it's
Oh
not worth
yeah.
it, bro. It
It
don't
ain't
earn
worth it.
no stripes. Don't even earn one, man. Fuck all that shit, man. Just earn your stripes by going to school. You know what I mean?
Staying in school and
Making
get you
something
a
of
good
yourself. You know what I mean?
So I wish I would have.
Yeah,
I'm telling you, I wish I would have been that lame dude that was
me
in
too.
school, man, with them glasses on, studying. I wish I would
Yeah,
have been
me
that
too,
guy.
man. Yeah.
you know.
Instead of waiting until you're like 30 years old to start making it in life, you know what I mean?
Hey,
Yeah.
You
we're
could have been
lucky,
making it at 20, 24.
Oh
You know what
yeah.
I'm saying? And
Oh yeah.
let's
had
go
some
around.
had
Mm-hmm.
some awesome shit when you're 40. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but it happens.
Shit,
Exactly.
when you're 35. You
Hey,
know?
Yeah.
some are late
You're
bloomers, man.
right.
Some are late bloomers, man. As long as
Yeah,
they
yeah, yeah, yeah. We're definitely a late bloomer. I know I am.
Late bloomer.
Right, right, right.
and, you can't really judge a man where he's been at, man. Judge him where he's at and going. You
Right,
can't.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
because that's right. Because you got a lot of us fans that have came out, man, and been successful. God
Yeah.
told you. Here you are. I mean, here you are. You on live, man, speaking positive notes. Noel, he is on here, man, putting stuff out, man, that's trying to help people. We have people that's in the comment, man, that's positive, trying to say the right thing. This what's happening.
Yes, sir, man. Yeah,
Yeah. Because you
absolutely.
take a man, Noel on the show, man. I mean, this take a lot of time from out of your life trying to put stuff out, man. He could be doing something else. We all could
Right.
be doing something else. Yeah.
But
Not
the
giving up, huh?
the thing about this young blood is that it don't take too much, man. You can do it laid down on the phone.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Just like me, man. I'm kicked back in my rocker right now, man. I got me a rocker.
Yeah, see,
Yeah.
yeah, I'm about to
and
go
I
back.
like it, man. It's just this is actually therapeutic to me because, man, I don't, man. I work, man, and I don't have no whole lot of homies or friends or whatever because I'm like an antisocial person. I get
Hey,
a kick out of it. You know.
Yeah, too, man. That's why
hey, I got a question, young
you
blood.
know. Go ahead.
Young blood. And this is for Noel too. When do you guys think Mark's gonna make June 5th shave his beard?
No, man, I don't know, man. What I say, man, listen, when he gonna tell him to go get a haircut?
No, you gotta
probably.
keep the long
God,
hair. He's gotta keep the long hair, yo.
Yeah, he got to pull something.
yeah. Mhm.
I
he
was
got.
just wondering, you know what I mean?
He got.
Dude, that June 5th, he's probably making a fake phone calls with people. You know what I mean? Like Dante did with Mindy and Yeah, did you tell Youngblood that June 5th put a video out saying he's talking to your daughter on the phone? You know what I mean?
My daughter.
Yeah. Just
Man,
today, dude.
I don't
Just a
even
little
have a
while
daughter.
ago. I mean, just a little while ago, dude.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah, you
I
do,
don't even
Bobby
have
Bird.
a daughter.
You do too, Bobby Bird. And he found her. You know what I mean?
Okay,
And
God.
she
So
doesn't. Hey,
if
man,
you,
and she doesn't care. She doesn't care if you die for being the fake blood. She don't care about you,
oh man,
man.
come on,
Your daughter don't care
man.
about
God,
you
so
at
come
all.
on,
I'm serious as a heart
man.
attack,
No.
man.
Well, you know what? Hey, if I had a daughter that said she didn't care about me, I'd be going to see her in the morning.
Damn it, Bobby.
Hey,
Damn it,
I'll be
Bobby
like,
Burke.
Mom, period.
Dude, Bobby Burke, man. I'm just saying. Like I said, I don't care if you're Bobby Burke or not. I still like you. You know what I mean?
Hell, I do. I care
You
about
didn't
Bobby.
do
You
nothing to
give me
me.
no name.
You didn't do
Bobby
nothing to
Burke. What
me.
kind of is that French or something? Bobby
But
Burke.
the way Mark
Is that
tells it,
French?
hey man, the way Mark tells it, Mark's jealous of Bobby Burke and stole his story for the documentary. Because Bobby Burke was in
He
there
probably be
banging
jealous of
honey
Bobby Burke.
bun. Bobby Burke was in there banging hips. Bobby Burke was in there banging all the hoes.
Hell, you got me jealous of Bobby Burke. Now, who is Bobby Burke? I'm jealous of Bobby Burke. Shit.
So Mark's trying to throw his empire on you. He's trying to throw his empire on you.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, hell yeah, Mark saying you're the gladiator, bro. Yeah, you're the emperor.
I'm the gladiator. Hey,
Yeah.
will the real Bobby Burke stand up? Hell yeah.
Oh yeah, dude. Yeah. I'm pretty sure he was
Calm
blowing
down,
up
bro.
June 5th's phone while he was on the live.
He said, what?
Nah,
That's my
man,
German Shepherd.
I ain't answering that. I ain't answering this. No, man, ain't no talking.
He said, what now?
He said, ain't no
He
talking
said,
like 12 times. You know what I mean?
well, listen, that's not amazing when it comes to June 10th because he repeats himself so many times. I'll be like, come on with it, man. Say what you got to say. Damn.
I know it. You get to say it 5 times and then say the next thing.
Damn, man.
He was going off
He
though,
just
dude. He was going off like a motherfucker today. It was funny.
Hey, he
I
goes off
enjoy it,
all
dude.
the time.
I love it. It's funny to me, man. That's why I go both places, man. You know what I mean? They kick me off sometimes. They let me back on because they like it. You know what I mean? And I don't
Hey,
really be
I
too
like to, hey,
disrespectful no more.
yeah. I click on it sometime just to look at it, to get me a kick laugh out of it. But I say, oh well,
Yeah.
it is what it is.
Yeah, me too. I'm at
Hell
work,
yeah,
man. I don't give a shit. You know what I mean? Play
yeah.
this shit.
We-
Yeah. Yeah, it's fucking hilarious.
I sent the link out. I sent Ashley the link to the email that she replied, and I dropped it on the screen. So hopefully she'll hit the link,
Oh yeah, Noel.
yeah,
and
Noel, not to keep.
that way
yeah.
we can get some kind of clarification and see, because at the end of the day, it really doesn't matter. It's the same thing with Mendenhall's ex-wife. It's like,
Yeah.
what was the point of her coming on and speaking on Mendenhall?
Yeah, man, his ex-wife. Yeah, exactly. That's why I say he's his sister, man. I think she got some people looking into this documentary too. She
Yeah,
got some lawyers on it.
yeah, she
Yeah,
does.
man.
Hey, Noel.
What's going on, God Soldier?
Not to be a gossiper, but yeah, I guess it's YouTube. It's what we do. We're on a YouTube stream.